YouTube, what's happening? It is Thursday, October 17th. And as you can see, we have two games to talk about in baseball. Both matchups are happening today. We're going to break down both games. We're going to look at the stats. We're going to look at the numbers. We're going to look at the pitchers, and we're going to dig into the props. We'll do all that. We'll try to make some profit, try to look and see what we can do. Yesterday, got the Ohtani home run to over HRR, had the over in the game, and a couple props missed. So overall, still, I would say a good day. So we have all that. So let's go ahead and jump into that first game right now. All right, we're going to start off with New York and Cleveland because we can see, one, it's the first game being played. Two, New York is up 2-0 in this series. So let's pop over to the numbers. We can see even though they're up 2-0, they're still favored slightly in this one at 115 with a total of 7.5 in this one. So let's pop over to the numbers. This is the team stats for just the postseason, not the full season. So we want to see what they've been doing since the postseason began, which is basically October 2nd. So how have they done in the last 2.5 weeks? So Quan is still crushing it at 448, Naylor 214, Thomas 280, Ramirez is struggling. I mean, 167 for Jose. Come on, dude. Rocchio 435 is also doing well, just like Quan. Those two are carrying the team. It's not they're trying, but they need help from their stars like Jose. Fry 250, Jimenez 140, Noel 067. Just sit down, stop playing. You're over. You're over and 14 at bats. Literally 14 at bats. Over for Naylor. For B Naylor 167. Yeah, you see the numbers, they're just not good. So let's go to New York and see how they're doing. So Torres is 292, Austin Wells is 083 and 24 bats. Ooh, Stanton's doing great at 304. Chisholm forgot how to play baseball. I mean, you're not on Miami anymore, dude. You need to play good. You're 130. Soto is at 350, Verdugo 250, Judge is 167 with 6 strikeouts and 18 at bats. That ain't good. You're averaging 1 strikeout every 3 at bats. So, that's not MVP caliber right there. Rizzo got the Riz at 429. You can see New York's got more dudes doing better, but Cleveland has 2 dudes doing better than both of them. So, yeah, that's enough of that. Let's look at the pitchers. So we are going to pop back here. We can see it's going to be Clark Schmidt and Matthew Boyd. Let's look at these two. Look at their game logs. 5-5, 285, 93 Ks, a $118 on the whip. We can see what they have done in the recent games and who they faced and what they did. The question we've asked all playoffs is, how many times have they faced the opponent? Well, let's look. How many times has Clark Schmidt faced the Cleveland Guardians? Well, once, and that was in April 13th. 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. So I don't think this matters at all because they don't remember what happened in April. Come on, let's be honest. Most of them don't remember what happened last week. So he's faced them 1 time, and his numbers are pretty decent. They're not great. They're not bad. They're just average. That's all they are. And we come over here to Matthew Boyd. We got 2-2, 272, 46, and 113 on the whip. We look at his game log. We can see what he has done. 2 innings, 4.2. He will get pulled quickly because Cleveland loves their bullpen. It makes sense. Their bullpen's a beast, obviously. Common sense here. But he's done great in his last 2 outings. Let's see. You see how he's done. He hasn't given up more than 3 all year. He's only done this many games. 3's his worst one. Has he faced the Yankees? It happened to be the one he gave 3 up in, though. But still, it was 5.1, 4 hits and 3 earned with 2 home runs back in August. So how much weight do we really put on this one? I don't put much weight on it. So, but still, I would say Boyd's pitching better than Schmidt, just because of the numbers and everything. And then obviously I will never trust the Yankee bullpen ever. Yankee bullpens have burnt so many tickets this year, so many. So anyways, enough of that. Let's go to the props to see what we got. We're going to dig into it. Let's go to Boyd. We want Schmidt. Now Boyd's going to be hard to props because again, Boyd, we don't know how many innings he's going to pitch. He's going to pitch 2, he's going to pitch 4. We don't know. They're going to let him go until they feel like, okay, he's starting to not be on his A game. We know he's probably going at least 2. So let's see what we can get out of him. So all we have are strikeouts, but I will show you the history on what he's done versus the Yankees. That way you have the information. We can see 1 for 2, 0 for 3, 1 for 9 for Torres. Wow. Verdugo is 1 for 6. Judge is 2 for 6 with a home run. That's noteworthy. Home runs, okay. Against lefties, you can see how the Yankees are. They're not the best against lefties, but you're only going to face them for, what, 2 innings? So strikeouts is the only thing we have. 3.5 is the number. For the whole season, he went over this number 90% of the time. 90%. Now, the only time he didn't was the Yankees. So now the question, is he going to get pulled? That's the whole thing I'm taking his prop. Do you think he can get 4 strikeouts before he gets pulled? Because you got to assume the minimum for him. You got to assume he's only pitching 2 innings. If you want to gamble and assume he pitches 3, hey, by all means, have fun. But this is playoffs. Who knows what the hell's going to happen? So I'm going to assume he's going to pitch 2, which means he needs to pitch out, strike out 4 out of 6 batters. I can't do it. Pass. Let's go to Schmidt. Schmidt, let's look at your numbers and see what we got popping. Schmidt, here's Schmidt's numbers. I see a 5.56 for him and as in 9 at bats with a 1.222 OPS. I mean, there's not much HR and RBI, but still 5.56. That's what, 5 out of 9 hits. That's pretty good. 375 on 8 for Jose with 875. But Jose, we see is playing terrible right now, and he's. Yeah, if you're this far in the playoffs and you're only batting a buck something, you're playing like shit. Let's just be honest. That's what it is. It ain't, oh, he's in a slump. No, you're you're the star of the team and you're playing this poorly. So, yeah, no excuse for that. 4 out of 8 for Quan because Quan's just Quan. That's what he's going to do. So let's pop over here to let's see what they got. You see the numbers there. I don't care about these, but some do, so I want to show you. So let's look. We have all the props here. First, I'm going to look at outs. I want to see outs. What do you typically go? You typically go 5 innings. That's what you've been doing for the last 8 starts. You go on average 5 innings if you're lucky. So for the whole season, you've gone 5. You never go 6 innings except twice. You really. All right, 14.5 is the number. Again, it's the playoffs. The hook is really quick in these things because it's serious. So I'm not taking that. But strikeouts, so we got 4.5. Cleveland, remember, is one of those teams like San Diego. You don't bet strikeouts against them because they just don't strike out. Cleveland's that team. They don't strike out much. So we're going to pass on that all day. Hits, 3.5. I learned something yesterday. I took hits allowed for both pitchers over. Both pitchers got to 3 or 2 in this. Yeah, then they got pulled. So under might be the play. Next time I see a 4.5, 3.5, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling that enough. Earned runs, maybe. No, this feels like it should be more like the bats. He gives up runs, but I don't know, to 1.5. He's been, but then you're trusting Cleveland, who only got 2 dudes who are actually doing anything. The rest of the team's kind of just getting cardio out there. I'm going to pass on that. Let's go with the walks. No. All right, let's go to the bats. For the bats, obviously I took it last time. I took Aaron Judge walks, and I was like, why is it only 1 something? They must know something. And sure as hell, what is it today? It's 250. Again, that means Judge, he's going to walk today. You just know he is, because when the time he didn't, it was at 135. The odds makers know things. They know something, because why the hell would you walk Soto to load the bases for Judge? That makes 0 sense. I just, enough. Okay. Then you see Soto, his numbers. Soto's been doing pretty good. I like Soto. Rocchio, yeah, has been 100%, 70-70. Quan is always an auto play. We're taking Quan. We got to take Quan, right? So we're taking Quan. Yeah, it's more of this. Quan over 1.5 HR because that's what he does. That's like his job. We're going to take Rocchio because dude is 100%. Dude's doing good. And his number is still at half. All right. Over 0.5 HR, and then I don't really know if I want to take Soto or not. Stanton's been doing good too. I don't know. This feels like I think I'm going to take the 2 Cleveland guys. I think I'm going to leave Soto alone. I'm damn sure not taking Judge walks again. Even though he's going to walk, I will guarantee that he will walk today because of this. Bastards. All right, so that's my 2 plays. I'm taking Quan and Rocchio, and then I'm going to pop over here to the number and say, who would I want to take? And yeah, I think Cleveland's pitching's better. It's at home now. I don't see them going down 3-0 at home in the first one. I can't see it. So I'm going to take Cleveland on the money line again. So we'll do that for this game. Schmidt's numbers don't look good enough. I think being down 2-0 should do something. So we'll take Cleveland money line plus those 2 props next game. All right, next up we got the Dodgers and the Mets. This is game 4. The Dodgers are clearly up 2-1 in this series. This is game 4 in New York, so we can see that the Dodgers are minus 135 with a total of 7 in this one. So let's pop over to the numbers. We can see that let's look at the Dodgers first. This is for, remember, this is for the postseason only. This does not include regular season. This is how they've done so far. You can see by the number of bats, it's not that high. So Otani's 226, Betts Mookie is not being as dookie. He's up to 200. Hernandez 207, 321 for Edmund. Enrique's at 333. You can see who's doing what. Will Smith, a buck 48. Kind of hide the bad ones and hide the good ones. And we pop over to the Mets. It's mostly bad, to be honest. I mean, Vientos is 366, but who else is helping him out? The next best one is going to be Marte at 250, maybe Winkler 267, 250 for Martinez, and these two don't play that much as the other ones do. So, yeah, Vientos is doing it all by himself. That's what it looks like, and hence why they're down 2-1. So, let's look over at the actual pitchers. So we come over here to the numbers and we want to open up some pitchers. We want Yamamoto and Quintana. Let's start with Yamamoto. 7-2, 3 RA, 105 and 1.1 whip. We can look at the game log and see how he did against last two games. They were both against San Diego. Great game, bad game. This is simple enough. Outside of that, how many times has he faced the Mets? He faced him once, and it was April 19th. He went 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 earned, and 9 Ks. Overall, decent game, I would say. Only 3 earned runs, but 9 strikeouts. But yeah, it could have been worse. So they won the game. So let's pop over here to Quintana, and his numbers 10-10, 375, 135, 125. They don't tell the story because dude has been cooking recently. 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. Ever since Baltimore kicked his ass back in August, dude has been on a mission. Look at these numbers. They're disgusting. They're so good. And how many times he faced the Dodgers? Well, once, May 28th. 6 innings, 8 hits, 2 home runs, 3 earned. That's it. So I would say that's an average game. So the rest of it doesn't matter much because he has been cooking his last 2 months. So I would say clear advantage goes to New York in this one. And if we look over at the props, because now we have our information, we are going to start with Quintana. All right, perfect. Works for me. We have the numbers and the data. Here you go. Here is his information versus the Dodger bats history. So the one that stands out, we have a lot of information. Nothing really stands out in the numbers. It's the numbers that's missing. And that's Ohtani has never faced him. That stands out. It's like, huh, all these at bats and he never faced. Okay, cool. You see how the Dodgers have done against lefties all year. You can see the numbers. Edmund 412 stands out because it's 412. Over 34 bats is pretty damn impressive. So, all right, good information. On the props, I, again, don't like any pitcher props in this game. I'm just going to tell you straight up because it's too hard to tell how many innings they're going to pitch. And it's just, So here's strikeouts. Let me show you for the whole season. 3.5 is his number. He's gone over 73% of the time this year. The only thing is how many innings he's going to pitch. According to his outs, he can go, he's up and he's not consistent on his outs. He's all over the place, which does concern me a good bit because he's just head to head. He went 6 innings, but that was again in May. We don't care about that. We care about what you've done recently, and still it's all over the place. So hits 4.5. He is trending downward. That's how you see the downward trend. It's like the stock market. It's going down. He's just been good. Same with his earned runs. Earned runs, nothing. It's like a desert out here. Walks, same thing. He's a couple walks a game, cool. His number's 2.5 for a reason. So, and let's pop over here to Yamamoto. Let's look at his information. See what we got cooking over here. Let's see. And not as many stats, but still we have everything here, and nothing truly stands out. Nothing's really catching my eye here. And then you see how they do against righties. That's your information. I really don't care about this. This is all season, and all I care about is what have you done lately. So here you go. Strikeouts 3.5. If you want to take it, by all means. You don't know how many innings he's going to pitch. That's the thing, because you see that's his whole season. He went over this number 75% of the time, but you see his last few games, he is all over the damn place. So I can't trust that. I don't trust any of his props. So I'm going to show you them real quick because I know you want to see them. So earned runs whole year. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not. Walks and his outs. Again, his outs have fallen off. And again, it's the playoffs. He can get pulled quickly. So let's look at the bats. Now, the bats, I do like a couple here. I am taking 2 props here. I've already decided. I am taking the Mets are down 2-1. So they got to do something. And the only guy on the team who's even doing anything is Dan Vientos. Now, he's only gone 60%. But I'm getting plus, and it's every time I take it, it seems to do well. So I'm going to take Vientos here to get that over 1.5 HRR because, I mean, he's the only one on the team to do anything. And then I'm also going to go with a new one. I'm going to go with Edmund. Edmund, as you saw, he bat 412 against the other hand he's facing, and he's also batting currently, what was it? Let me pop over here and look at it. Edman is batting 321. So yeah, I'll take some Edman for the first time. I haven't took Edman before, so we're going to take him as a prop too. And then I'm going to come back over here, and we see this, and I think, okay, well, we got two really good pitchers, one really good pitcher, and Yamamoto is pretty decent himself. If he doesn't get blown up, this should be good, I think. You never know, it's betting. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to change this to first five, and I'm going to go to first five total. That's right. And we're going to go under the first five, and we're going to take under 4 for minus 120. I like that. We're going to go with that. So first five under 4, those two props, and we'll call it a day right there. And that's it. That's both games broken down. I appreciate you watching. Drop a like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you're playing today. Let me know if you disagree with one of my plays. If so, drop some knowledge on why you disagree, because not only does it help me, it helps everyone else that sees the comments too, because we like to follow each other and see, hell, drop a parlay. I'll tell something I like, because somebody might have some good plays, some insight that I'm missing. So if you see something, drop it. Other than that, we will see you tomorrow for more baseball. Peace.